Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. All right, it is a new day. You know Friday's video was shopping, so this is a continuation of my day. I'm gonna keep getting some stuff done and bring you along. So let's go in the kitchen. I gotta make some sub bread for tonight. Okay, while my sub bread is rising, I'm gonna fill up today's stack up stuff in the refrigerator, the cupboards, things like that I did not do over this last week. So now I'm ready. So now I've got my flour. I can finally fill my containers up. I will save this as is because I will use this up probably next week when we make something. Normally I would not have filled that, but I'm going to be using that up the next day. Okay, so I did all of my baking cupboard over there, cabinet, but I'm going to do my fruits right now that I got at the store. So I'm going to chop up my watermelon, my melons, and strawberries, and get those in my nice big containers here to put in the refrigerator so we can have that for the weekend.
I'm like brainstorming.
Wait.
I did eat that. The best I can. And then.
Okay, cutting it, I wasn't highly impressed with the watermelon. I'm like, oh, did I just waste my money? But taking a bite, it's sweet. So, Maddie, good watermelon?
Yes.
Steven? He said, so good watermelon for the year. So that's very good. So I was glad to not waste my money because it doesn't look very good with all the seeds in there. I don't like that part, but it does taste really good. So they didn't lie when they said it was sweet. Pretty much everywhere.
Not as clean, but
It's brand new.
why I was like, so
What?
cabinet thing is just like good paint.
Off. Bless you.
Oh, up to see you.
But I was doing Houston.
Maybe they're dusty or not really.
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. Do they look dusty? Go home on the side.
No, we don't.
Everything. Shut the door and see if you see any more marks. Basically do that whole area in there. It's real. Alright, and check the box out.
Who else do you go with this?
No, just do this area right now. Let it dry first. Which one? The cream off. Allergy time right now. You do very good to do. Then you have at least a. Collect the water while we're. Okay, making our sub buns here. No, normally I kind of flatten them out like bread dough and kind of knead them in. I'm just gonna roll them out like I do my breadsticks. See how they rise up and do, just to make it easier on me. And doing good. Got all the fruit cut up, that's in the refrigerator. Just didn't do the raspberries and blackberries and blueberries. I'll do that when we go to eat them. Thank you. Is that what you did? Okay, so what I've done, I've got the refrigerator, just the fruit cup, which is good. And I did my baking cover. So now I'm gonna look in this one and just kind of see what I got in here so I know what I got. Like right now, I'm gonna grab the Italian dressing because I'm gonna make subs for Greg this weekend. And I always forget I bought a bottle of Italian dressing because that's what he likes in his subs. So go through here, straighten real quick so I kind of know in my head what I got in here. let me go through here and kind of see what I got. I thought I bought applesauce, and then I was thinking about the other day, I'm like, where is it at? I looked here, could not find it. I'm like, that's weird, maybe we ate it. There is like a bunch of applesauce behind all this stuff. There's like a lot of mustard. I don't even know how we ended up with so much mustard, but we got a lot of mustard. It's like 6 bottles of mustard, so it's all good. So this one's done. Can you hear a little prairie over there? This I bought a long time ago for salad soups. We can leave it on. Oh, that just turned off. So I'm gonna throw it away. It's been in the cupboard for a long time now. So I'm gonna fill these back up here with my salt and pepper. Got my sub bread rising here. It's a little lumpy, but that's okay. Let's go in here and fill our pasta. I think I'm gonna try my banyan coffee because I feel like that's gonna be delicious. Oh, you know what this is? They're beans. We do have a grinder. I just thought about that.
I want to thank you for asking.
I'm gonna do this a different day. I do have the grinder, but it's got her espresso beans in it, so let's grab a different one for now. All right, it's gonna be summer blend instead. All right, just gotta fill some containers in the refrigerator.
It is, man. They're cool. Then you can look back on it. Next thing you know, you find.
Okay, here I'm boiling my Norwex. These cloths work great, and every couple months, because what happens is I use chemicals. I use dish soap that's not natural. We'll use stuff, so it gets coated inside here, and so you kind of strip them. You know, remember how people do that? They strip their laundry. So we basically boil them here. All the yuck will come out. I'll do it a few times till they feel like squeaky clean, basically, and then they'll be ready to go for next time. So I'm just letting those boil. Got my sub buns in the oven, and they're gonna rise up and turn those on. We're doing good. I got the stuff in the refrigerator for now. I started to make a bunch of food, but we'll do that as we can. So all good things. Poor Mary, sent away. Teletubbies? I was like, did she go?
Why don't you put in your...
No. Not bad for easy, not rolling out kind of subs. So these are actually all browned and good to go. I gotta head out the door. So these, what I'm gonna do is let these boil. I'm gonna dump those out. That one's almost gonna do. I was kind of start on, dump it out, and then I'm gonna put it in my washing machine and do a quick spin. And then it will get all the water out, and then we can dry them real good. So awesome on this. All right, we're on to a new day. It's actually Saturday morning for me, so I'm gonna get breakfast rolling because Greg's got a big working day outside. So I'm gonna make him some eggs, some sausage, mushroom, peppers and onions, just do scrambled eggs for him. And I think I'm gonna do cook more sausage and do some breakfast burritos for the kids. So what I'm gonna do over here is I chopped up a whole onion, a whole pepper, and a whole mushroom, a whole package of mushrooms. Mushrooms were not gonna last very long. They were definitely on the out. Even when I bought them, I was like, but they'll work. So I'm also making breakfast for him. He's also gonna have those, I'm gonna say they're called the Donairs meat, the whatever. they're not, but, oh. I'm gonna say it's called the Donairs meat. It's not, it's where I took the ground beef and I flattened it really thin between parchment paper, and then remember I rolled it up, and basically it makes real thin, I should call it steakums. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm pulling out a pack from the freezer because I made sub buns yesterday. So I'm gonna make that for him for the weekend. So I guess that doesn't pause very long. So I'm gonna just saute all of this so I can put it on his sub, because he'll have the steak, the sub, and cheese and Italian dressing and mayonnaise, so that'll work. I'm gonna keep all the veggies in one pan. I'm gonna just crack 12 eggs, maybe a little bit more into another pan, and just do scrambled separately. Okay, so I got breakfast for him. I'm gonna save this for the subs for him later, and then I'm just gonna mix this up here, the little bit of eggs and sausage I have, and put them in burrito or tortillas, and the kids can have those for breakfast for the next couple days. Always dishes. I'm gonna make my Philly cheese stick meat. I call it Donair because that was the recipe I originally had. But here it is. It's been in my freezer. So, how much do you make? Let me think. Like, see all this? You literally sit in here and let it cook, and then you can kind of separate. I'm gonna do one. Maybe I got two. I got 3 left. How many do you make? This is the decision, because I'm thinking ahead to myself for the week, because I'm making chicken, like burrito bowls, but I would do beef as well. So why don't I'm gonna do 3. And then I'll save these 2 for another meal whenever I gotta do that, and that'll work. So I'm just gonna put these in the oven, let them bake at 400, they'll get all brown, and the paper will pull up, and then we'll brown them again, and we'll have like a little steak of meat. Kind of neat. I just started walking in the freezer, and I was like, you know what? We can also use, like the kids, I was just gonna make the kids and myself chicken fajita meat with refried beans, but I can actually cook this too and have strips of steak. Beef, basically beef with taco season type thing. They can put that on their taco, or they can make a crunch wrap. It's kind of whatever they want to eat. So maybe I'll just cook the 3. I'll cook the 3 for now. If I need to make more, depending on how much it makes, I'll make more, but I think I'll keep these close by. Okay, I also want to thank whoever told me about the barrettes, goodie barrettes. I don't know why I forgot about barrettes. It's been a long time, and so I'm sure there's different kinds. I got these ones, I put them in. so much better. It was funny, Autumn and Maddie were like, ooh, we remember barrettes, and they put them like right here on the side of their head. And I was like, yes. So these are very good. So thank you so much. This was a $4 fix for my hair. So a couple of you ladies recommended a barrette. So I am excited. I just pulled my hair up today, so it's not like freshly washed, but it's just pulled up today. So thank you so much for the idea. I wanted to thank you for that, because that was like, oh my goodness, a barrette. I totally forgot about a barrette. So, and then my washcloths, I washed yesterday. So all these, they sat in I put them in the laundry, and I went through and did a load with, because I threw a couple towels in there too. And I just did a load with Norwex powder. So there's no detergent in there. So that's very good. So now I'm thinking I'm going to, because it's Saturday morning here, I am going to, I've got breakfast burritos. They'll eat that. There's some waffles in there too, and there is cereal, and there's lots of fruit, a lot of fruit. Ooh, such a good thing. I had that for dinner last night. I came home. I did yesterday. I didn't share my meal. I did that smoothie in the morning, and it just, I will probably not do that again. I'll probably not do that again. It was very sugary, which it was apple juice mostly, and fruit, and I was like, that was too much. So I didn't eat. I wasn't hungry until, I didn't get to eat until dinner about 6 o'clock. So I actually just counterbalanced my time, but that's okay. And then I did not walk last night. So I was like, I was just tired. It was a long day. We had gone out, and just, it was long. So I stepped on the scale this morning, and I was like, I wasn't down a pound. I was the same as I was yesterday. So I was like, okay, that's okay. No worries. No anything, but I'm like, today I'll do better. So I've got my coffee this morning, and I will wait till later for my meal. I actually made the chicken salad yesterday, so I've got a bowl of that. So I'll probably eat that today on Saturday, and then what I'm making today I will eat tomorrow. So that'll be good, and then I'll be a little bit more moving today. I did shop yesterday and stuff, but didn't get to like officially get like a good walk or swim in. It just is a long day. I just didn't do it. So, but not bad, not above, and just the same. So I got to go with that as a winner. Okay, so washcloths I'm gonna put away. So, and then let's see what else we get out. Okay, so since it's gonna be quote unquote my Mexican chicken bowl theme, I'm gonna take it's the last of my fajita meat. I'm just gonna heat it up. I'm kind of chop it up a little bit. It's got good seasoning. I'll add a little bit lime pepper more to it. It'll be delicious. And then the meat, we'll probably do the same thing to the meat. And then I'm gonna make a bunch of rice, because I do like rice. If I just do 2 cups, it won't be enough. If I do 3, will it be too much? I gotta think, everybody's gonna eat this weekend. Let's do 3 cups of rice. Too much? Ugh. 2.5? This is pressure. How much rice? 2.5. 2.5. Don't do too much. Okay, 2.5 rice. Put this away. We used to use the tomato bouillon because that's what they use at the Mexican restaurants by us. And I kind of stopped, but I think I'm gonna do a little, just use regular. So I think I'm gonna do tomato, and then the lime pepper, or actually no, tomato, and then I got this cilantro lime from Sam's Club. I think that'll be the good. So that's gonna be my flavoring there. That'll be perfect. Let's just heat these up. Okay, so I froze rice, the black beans and corn when I had too much of it. So I'm just gonna put right here, it's all thawed. Basically that's gonna go in the refrigerator, and then when we go to have dinner today, we'll heat it up. It's got a little bit of chicken in it, I see. And then this is refried beans. Kids like just plain old refried beans. There's like a frozen spot in the middle of it. So this will go. This will be perfect right here. And then we got this. Perfect. It's got a little bit of rice and a little bit of chicken from last time. That's good. Okay, something else I want to make that I have not made in quite some time is homemade salsa. I made it, I don't even know, it's been a while, because Steven was like, would you make homemade tortilla chips and make homemade salsa again? So I'm like, yeah, I will do that. I just keep putting it off. And so I've got the ingredients for making it. Now, back in my day, hold on. Back in the day when, you went shopping once a month, and that was the time you went shopping. So you really didn't get fresh tomatoes and stuff. So I would use canned diced tomatoes. I'm looking at my recipe, and it worked good. This is my recipe: is 2 cans of diced tomatoes, 2 cans of diced tomatoes with green chilies, a tablespoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of garlic, a large onion, a jalapeno or hot pepper flakes, and 2 tablespoons either dried green bell pepper or whole fresh chopped. and I've literally processed it all up. Now, I like it a little chunky, not completely pureed. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to mock that. I could chop it, but we do like a little bit. We'll see. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do onion in the food processor, make it tiny, and the green pepper, and get those chunks small. And then throw in a jalapeno, because I've got some in a jar. Don't have fresh stuff, and that'll work. And then I'll throw in a couple tomatoes and kind of just pulse it so it's a little ground up. If it's too thin, I might just chop some on the chopping block here. But we'll see. Either way, try to make it a little chunky. So, hold on a sec. It's cooking over there. So this is very good. And then we're gonna make homemade tortilla chips. You don't have to, but if you do, it's yummy too. So let's put the onions in here. If you help them chop up, it doesn't have to curate so much. Nice, easy. Let's put in the peppers. Let's do the jalapenos right now too. So, how much spice? Let's do like a good fork fill. My kids can handle spice, can't they? Sure they can. Let's do 2 of them. Okay, here's the tomato. One is a little squishy, and I'm like, yuck, is that a ruined tomato? No, it's just squishy, so I'm going to throw that in and let that kind of mix up too. I usually do it in a blender. If you puree it too much, it kind of gets pink and separated just from the way the acid is, so it looks a little pinky. So I'm going to try to do it all in here. Let's do one at a time, just see what we can make out of this. Okay, that'll be the way to go. Let me put some more in here. I just got to do it, just not too much. Let me chop up the other ones here. The jalapenos. Oh, I just totally got that. Not bad. Okay, let me do one more, I think. Not sure how many I'll add in here. Now, usually you add garlic. I'm going to add granulated garlic because all I have is garlic in my freezer. I could put that in there. And then sugar to kind of counteract your spice. Let's mix that, see how that does. It's called easy salsa, I'm thinking. Here, hold on. So good. So if you puree it too long, it's going to be a little foamy, it's going to be a little pink, but that's okay. I just didn't want to chop it up. I think that's perfect. Look at all that. So we'll lose the foam in a little bit and it'll kind of, separate a little bit. That is going to be some good salsa. I like that. Okay. And the flavor, I'm pretty sure, is there. Eat. I think it needs more salt. That's it. Ooh, so good. So delicious. Now it's going to have a little bit of that pink color to it. And that's because you put it in the food processor. But you didn't have to chop all that, Mama, so that's a good thing. This is going to be very, very good. Okay, let this sit a little bit. And then we'll have delicious salsa. Make some chips. I'll get some fries. Deep fry some chips here in a minute. Let me just clean up my mess here. Okay, so now the meat is out. Look at this. Basically, it should be all cooked. It is. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, that's not that much. Some of the stuff I made was thinner than others. So what I'm going to do, let me get another pan out. And then we'll kind of look at this. Basically, okay, I'm gonna put this in the top so it kind of browns a little bit in my oven. I'm gonna get the other package out and bake that too. I needed to visualize how much meat that was, and a couple more thinner than the other ones, so that's why I was like, maybe a little bit more. So that's good. Okay, so now I'm gonna get out my fryer. We're gonna deep fry some chips because I know this is gonna be delicious. All right, making your own tortilla chips is very simple. Get yourself a knife. And all you do is, I've got oil in the sink here in the corner. Fry it up. You just cut your tortillas in little quarters and you're gonna drop in the oil. That's it. And you're gonna just let it fry for like 1 to 2 minutes. It'll get crispy and then take it out, I'm gonna put mine on paper towels, and then while they're still hot, sprinkle some salt. This is where I falter because I'm like, how much salt do you need? It's either not enough salt or too much salt. So I'm hopeful for good numbers today to go with my salsa, which would be great. So usually I do 1 package and I'm like, that's not enough. So basically cut your tortillas, just take them and cut them right in half. Look at that. And cut in quarters. There you got yourself a tortilla chip. Very simple. So while I'm waiting, I'm gonna put some dishes away. The only other thing I want to do today is my shelf liner paper. So I should be able to get that done throughout the day. All right, you know, you're gonna like try to shove as many as you can in here. I do like 12. I was doing 10, I think 12. It might be okay. So these are turned out perfect. You just do it till they get crispy. I did like refill it a whole lot full last year. Don't do that. Don't do that, it just gets smushy. So this is good, and I kind of keep stirring them. You'll feel them get crispy. I put some salt on these, like, look at, that's like a tortilla chip right there. And you just made it. I know price-wise, like, you know, what are you paying for tortillas? 1 package will get you a good bag, maybe like a good kind, because the store ones obviously are more filled with other things. So not bad, not bad. Deep fried everywhere. I'm like, okay, we're doing good. I'm trying to like do a little bit of salt, make sure it's not too much. The salsa looks great. It's gonna be awesome. This is a great, if you need to make like a dish to take to a party, make homemade salsa and homemade chips. That will be very impressive. And then you can also do flour tortillas too. I think flour tortillas are way crunchier and way better, but depends on what you like. So now that pile right there, I added a little too much. And there I tried to add like a whole stack. I shouldn't have done that. You can kind of tell they kind of stick together. You got to move them around more, so don't do that. But how great. Okay, we're getting good. This is a lot of tortillas now that I'm doing it. I'm like, that's just 1 package. So do I do another one? I think they'll eat them. I'm sure they'll eat them all up. I hope they eat them all up. Most everybody's here this weekend, so that's where usually it's if everybody's kind of in and out, whether we have too much food left over, but I think this weekend everybody's gonna be home. So I think it'll be something they enjoy. So now when you fry these, they make you realize how much oil is in a chip. Because like I can fry my donuts, chicken, and it goes down a little bit, the level of oil. And like just doing the chips, it already goes down a bunch. So as you can see, oil just absorbs into chips. That's why chips are better baked, not fried. I don't know about baking these. Can you bake them? Probably could, right? So just keep stirring. How awesome, okay? Making more chips. So the next set of meat is in there, doing its thing. I'm gonna turn the fan on to get a little bit of that. This turned out perfection. So this, last time I didn't chop it up. I chopped it up, look at it. It's so much better. You got little pieces of like steak meat. You know, it's hamburger. But that, I think, is gonna be ultimate. So we have that with chicken. Here's the rice, that's really good. You put the black beans and corn, look at that, got a little bit of rice in there, that's okay. Here's refried beans. I've got the chips, 2 things of chips, 2 things of salsa. And the other thing I'll put out is shredded cheese, the Monterey Jack or cheddar. And I'll probably see if I got some avocados I can cut up to put up, and lettuce is the other thing. So, oh my goodness, I am so happy with all of this. I was gonna wait till tomorrow to eat this, but I'm feeling like I'm gonna let the chicken salad with avocado sit in the refrigerator for another day or 2 because I'm gonna eat this. This looks so good. Like these, I think are gonna be awesome. Make a little burrito bowl. If the kids want to put it on tortillas, I can put tortillas out. If you just want to have it plain, have it plain. That's the beautiful thing about it. So cleaned up my kitchen here. I'm trying to clean as I go here and get everything done because I want to get into my paper. So I'm just gonna let the oil cool. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator because it's still pretty clean and I can use it again for a deep fry of something. And then I'm gonna cover all this and put it away because it's early morning. This will be food for today. Get my lettuce out, chop that, and then put away dishes. Then I think I might be able to start on my cabinets. Yeah, I'm hoping that'll be my next. Hopefully that's my next step after this food. All right, now that you suggested, I was complaining about, or not really complaining, just saying I dislike washing out muffin tins. And like regular paper, I feel like it sticks to every product. So someone said get parchment paper. I assume this is parchment paper. Right here, parchment paper liner. So I bought another $4 purchase. So thank you for that. And as I was putting away my stuff, I'm like, ooh, there is actually parchment. I have cupcake liners, but I don't think I think it sticks to it. So when I do my cupcakes, I'm gonna make, or whatever I make, I'll use these. Thank you. Now remind me, I'm gonna put them in a drawer right here so I see them all the time because I don't always use that cupcake liner or the cupcake pan, but when I do, it's like, oh yeah, I'll remember I have liners. Hopefully. Okay, let me finish up and then I'll start on my cabinets. Yeah.
And then aren't they hard? These are like hard to
Yeah.
Wow!
They're real good.
All of
Flowing 900 degrees.
And my shells, beef and chicken and rice.
I refer to it as
Sam, you got jobs for any of us?
20 minutes, baby. Would you like to take a peanut butter with me?
No. Okay, so I took my shelves out. I figured that's a whole lot better to wrap it. And then I gotta be careful I can't go underneath because you're gonna see it when you're looking up. So I am just gonna do a very top shelf. I'm skipping that one. I'm doing 2 in the bottom. Because you would never see the top one unless you were standing on a ladder looking up. So I'm just gonna cut them all and then I can put them down. I'm thinking it's gonna be the best way to do so. This is my template. I'll keep cutting more out. Okay, so I think I started measuring out going, wait a minute, because the roll is not deep enough to do like 2, and so I'd have to double up if I do more. So what I'm gonna do first, like these are the first 2 that I see, right here and right here. You don't see those ones. I see the edge, but not that. So I can always put something on this edge if I really feel the need to. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. So I'm gonna just fill the bottom two and do the same thing here. And then I'll figure out, maybe I'll do more as I know I got enough paper, because I don't wanna buy more paper, because in reality it's not bad up there. I can just do the front part of it too. That would be fine too, just do a strip. So we're gonna see here. So let me just do bottom two filled in. Let me do this cupboard, because this is the two that I would mainly use. This one, do I even do this cupboard? This is food, yeah. This one, again, would be good. Yeah, there's how yucky. I'd like to do in here too. So let's put these ones back in here. Okay, so I decided, I was like, what am I gonna do here? So what I did is I used the small piece, so you would never know that, look at, half the shelf is covered, except if you climb up on top. So it gave me a chance to organize these, which is good. I've got my lids off. I'm gonna bleach them because I feel like they got a little bit of orangey from tomatoey stuff. This is good, and then this one, you know what? We have this top shelf on here. It is so high, and I never, ever reach it. Like this one I can use because it's got a lot of glass stuff. So I took the other piece of wood off. I put it up on top, so it's not like I'm throwing it away. This to me is so much better because this is good for stacking right here. I don't really like the kids using these because they use them in tomato stuff and it stains the plate. So I'd much rather have them use one of these because it goes in the microwave. So I'm thinking this will work. I took out a couple plates to see if I can get rid of them, you know what I mean, and use these, but I think this is gonna work. So happy with that. So the bottom ones that you see, the bottom two, I'm doing the long pieces because it fits. The top ones, I'll do the shorter ones. Then nothing goes to waste because I'm just thinking I don't want to waste that, and that looks fine. That looks really good. You never even know unless you're up there. So give me a chance to go through those cupboards, kind of organize things out, see what I got, and then I'll pitch any extra random things. Okay, I did good. So I've got my my lids having that little rim, that white seal gets moldy. It really does after a while. So I bleached those, bleached the lids. They got a little bit of stain because they're plastics. Now let's empty this cupboard, and then I will do those shelves. And that'll be my kitchen, which is awesome. I'm not gonna do up there, I'm not gonna do over there. So very good. And then I don't know if I'll have enough. I might have a little bit. I might be able to do something in my butler's pantry, like another day.
Unexpected because
don't do a lot of chatting when everybody's here because, you know, they're all in the area. So everybody has vacated. Greg and Jensen had to run to Lowe's, and the kids, they were on the pool, but they went upstairs. So I'm feeling good. Like, this is going to be it. I'm out of the paper. I was like, okay, I'm glad I'm doing it this way because, is that going to be enough? 1, 2, yeah. Just these ones right here. So that's good enough. Good enough for me. So happy how I did it. I was just thinking, I'm like, did I get to get everything I did? And glad I like took out that shelf. I was going to do that when we moved in here, and I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't do that because it's like nice kitchen, but I'm like, it's so high up, I never ever use it. So this is very easy putting on. Taking them out is way easier to do it than putting them inside. Look at that. There's just so much easier. Maxine's over here on the floor and she's just hanging out with her mommy. Ooh, that's gonna be right to the edge, okay. So this one won't really go under much. So it's little things like this. Just make you feel good because you got a project done. So it's kind of nice. I like to do this today. I'm not really doing a whole lot of talk because it's just the weekend, but just more quiet, but just getting my kitchen. You know what I mean? Like this feels like mine. This is sea glass that I don't find. I wish I could find some sea glass. Look at that. That looks good, right? Is that right? I got 1, 2 good ones. Yes, the other ones are small. Okay, so this will go on the bottom. Let me do that one just so I can do the short ones here. Then these, we'll do the other 2 here. And again, it doesn't really matter because you don't see them. They're on the very top. So again, you have to climb up and see that I did not do it. And then I did the pasta cover, right? I did do the pasta cover. Okay, so I feel like that's good. So I did do my whole kitchen. I was thinking, did I do that cupboard? So let me just get this on here and we will be all good. That is what I wanted to finish. I'm feeling so good. Look how much better that looks. See, that looks good. It helped to put the knife or the little cutter right along the wood and slide, and it did good. Look at that, nice. So every cabinet is painted and filled. I love it. Every time I open some up, look at, oh, there's paper. I like it. Look at those. So this, you know what? I could go under here and cut that off. I make fine to do that. Now I'm looking at it, especially since there's a little thing right here. We'll see how many times I stare at it and go, I need to fix that. Look at, and I like that shelf gone. Perfection. These I'll put back together. And I've got just a little bit left, not enough to do really any, oh, you know what I might get to do? Ooh, I know what I'll do. I'll cover this. Is that weird to have that out with the glass in there? It'll just kind of blend and thing. It's just yucky and dirty. I might cover that with that. So I'm done. I'm done for today. So this has been a long video. I don't even know. It's like a continuation of Friday and Saturday. So I'm going to cover that right there, clean up my mess. And we're working on a project. Greg's working on installing an air conditioner right now for the garage, a mini split. So boys are out doing that. So it's just a quiet day. So I appreciate quiet days. So I am just gonna, I'll finish doing this up and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Long. Come back again tomorrow and we'll do more life. We got more stuff to go through. So, all right, I'll see ya.